Iceland, a volcanic island adrift in the Atlantic Ocean, on the dividing line between the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates. Home for a population of nearly 330,000. Not an obvious football powerhouse. But this summer, Iceland's Vikings became legends. And their fans were heard across the world.
I decided to start it after the Austria game because we've obviously heard it in the home games, and they were doing it during the Portugal game and the Hungary game. So after we qualified to the last 16, I just wanted to sort of unite the fans and the players. And we wanted to give our fans something back, and that's why we did so well, because everyone was in this together. It was special for our country, it was special for our fans, the boys in the team, the staff members. It's something that we'll definitely treasure for the rest of our lives.
Iceland's remarkable rise can be traced to the introduction of indoor halls across the country. Finally, young players were protected from their notorious climate.
It's difficult sometimes to do a football practice outside. It's not that it is snowing a lot in Iceland, but it's the wind and maybe the cold wind that makes it tough. So the facilities are necessary, good facilities. Now we have really good both artificial pitches and indoor arenas that is helping us.
Once indoors, Iceland's players are instructed by fully qualified coaches.
The most important age to coach technique is from 8 to 12. Therefore, we think it is important that the coaches that are working with this age group have the appropriate education and know what they are doing.
The facilities and coaching are open to all.
If you're a boy or a girl, it doesn't matter how good or bad you are, or if you're new, it's no problem. You can always come here and train football. In this club we have 1,500 kids, so all of those kids can train here 2 or 3 times per week.
And all of this is available year-round, away from the elements.
If you go back 15, 20 years, football was just a summer sport. People only played football during the summer, and in the wintertime played handball and basketball. So you could be inside in the halls. With the current facilities, better halls, better AstroTurf, football has become an all-year-round sport.
Also central to this recent success is an attribute Icelandic players are renowned for: a strong mentality.
The nature of the Icelandic people, yeah, like the weather and everything, so you have to be a little bit tough. At least we like to think that we have to be a little bit tougher than anyone else, and I think the Icelandic people think that we are tougher than others.
I would say that the mindset that the players have in Iceland is unique. You can't teach something like that. You either have it or you don't. Luckily, we seem to have more and more players that have the right mentality to become proper footballers and athletes.
Iceland's footballers now get a great education, but a semi-professional league means the best must move abroad.
What you need to progress is you have to get out this country to get better and play with better teams and play with better players. I think that's only helped us definitely in the national team, how many players we've got playing abroad.
All the planning and investment has come to fruition in a golden generation who've risen through the ranks together.
The main group from that side, that squad, is still here, and we know each other so well. And that's, I think, has played a big part as well, because we know each other well, and we know our strength and our weaknesses. So, and we always try and play to our strength, and that's good when you know each other.
If many of the ingredients were in place for success, coaches Lars Lagerbäck and Heimer Hallgrímsson brought it all together.
Lars was an old school coach who, there was no nonsense, and he set the rules. He brought the experience. He took over to a team that was sort of gelling together, and he knew he had something special with the boys coming through the youth system.
It was fantastic for me to work with him because it's a lot of differences between coaching a club team and a national team. So it was fantastic to have him, and also for the FA to have kind of this organisation.
The pair led Iceland to Euro 2016, their first ever major tournament, confounded the doubters by qualifying from the group stage, and then beat England in the knockout round.
We had nothing to lose, basically, but in our mindset, we were the best team there, and that's how we approached the competition, because that's how you need to. Even though you're a smaller team, you have to believe in yourself, and that's definitely what we did.
Yeah, it was a surprise to many, but not us. We always had that plan, so for us it wasn't a shock when we went there. You have to believe it yourself. You can't sell something you don't believe in yourself. So we always said, and we weren't afraid, even though some kind of laughed at us, that we would qualify from our group. And after that, that's just like a cup competition. You know, if you're on your day, you can beat anyone. And we have shown that through the last years, that if we play well, if we perform well, we can beat almost anyone.
It was an emotional summer for everyone. Scoring the last-minute goal against Austria, beating England obviously, and then lose to France.
It's very different to commentate on your team. It was my team that was playing, and I had permission to support them. I didn't need to be neutral, as you have to be during most games in punditry. So therefore, I was able to go a little bit crazy. It was the day after the game against Austria, early in the morning, when it was clear that everything had gone mad. The phone didn't stop going off. There were messages, emails, a constant bombardment. But there are not many better feelings than to be allowed to go a bit over the top, if there's reason to do so. And there certainly was a good reason to do so in France.
After defeat to the hosts in the quarter-final, the Iceland squad returned home to an unforgettable reception.
People turned up in numbers, and it was unbelievable. I still get goosebumps when I watch it, and I posted it on my Instagram site, and I still watch it every now and then, just for the atmosphere and sort of the emotional rollercoaster how it was.
Aron Gunnarsson and his teammates are now managed solely by Hallgrímsson, after Lagerbäck left on a high, ahead of the 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifiers.
Nothing has changed much. We do the same routines, we do the things in a similar way since Lars was here, so yeah, we haven't changed much, so the feeling is about the same.
When someone is going well, you don't change it. He won't make any drastic changes, even though he might thought differently about certain things that Lars wanted to do, and he won't make them changes because it's going well.
That's the goal, that's the vision. Be the first Icelandic team to qualify for World Cup finals. That would be fantastic, and I know the guys have really high expectations on themselves, and they believe in themselves. Looking at our group, it's the only group that's got 4 teams that were in the Euro finals in the summer. Us, Turkey, Ukraine and Croatia. So it's another tough group to qualify from, and it'll be a difficult task. But it's a new challenges. We know what is expected of us.
They've started well, with 7 points from their first 3 games in qualifying. Determined the Iceland fairy tale has a lot longer to run.
I sincerely hope that the achievement that we all witnessed in France this summer is something that we can build on. This has given young kids, both boys and girls, hope that they could one day play at the World Cup finals or Euros for the Icelandic national team. The fact that you create this hope and ambition can do the most incredible things for people. The guys are still quite young.
the team can do even better. Maybe you can't do 100% improvement in one area, but you can do 1% improvement in 100 areas. So you can always find improvement spaces everywhere.
As a captain, you have to get everyone going again, and because I know for a fact that every single player in this team and in this squad wants to get to the World Cup. We'll certainly give everything we've got, because that's our mentality, and hopefully we'll get there in the end.